What is up, gamers? Welcome back. We are back with some more Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So there's no other editions that are like it. It's the definitive one. We're gonna continue on with the story. We learned that Mumkar is a bitch, and that fucking they keep saying his name, but I keep forgetting how it's pronounced. Eggle, my Eggle. He's a bitch, and we learned that now Charlotte's gonna have some emotional damage. Yeah, this should end up being a good episode. So strap on in, go grab some snacks, and jump into invisible walls. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying. I have been putting in the work, trying to get this stuff out for you guys, you know, trying to make sure you guys are all happy. Make sure we get through this game and finish it at some point. No, you can't. Sorry, too late. We're swimming this way. Actually, I should have checked if I could look at the map. Wherever I'm going, apparently there's nowhere on the map for it. But yeah. I feel like this will have some of the coolest story moments if we get to that point in this episode. I think, like, Charla rekindling her love will be very interesting. I think they're leaving this, like, Fiora, you have temporary repairs, so don't do anything too crazy now. I think they're kind of, like, foreshadowing a potential fake out of Fiora's death. I don't think, or maybe a Fiora's like a tense situation where you're like, fuck, Fiora, she's gonna die, and then like you gotta like get out of there or something. Maybe Eggle will do something to Fiora. Maybe Fiora will get into a situation where she's gonna like die, but then that voice comes back, you know, maybe some things like that will happen. I feel like they're just definitely leaving it up to be seen, I guess. Not seen, they're leaving it up to be for us to have some sort of scene. I'm just spamming at this point. Boop. Yeah, ether drain, idiots. But yeah, I think this is sort of where the game picks up, even for someone who knows everything. I've been nearly assured that I probably don't know everything, and I still know one like major plot, but not anymore, or not everything. So we'll see. I mean, I've been getting through the game otherwise. I don't want to say I've been enjoying the game either way, because like there's definitely been moments where I've just been like, fuck, I don't want to play this game anymore. But I wouldn't say that I'm having a bad time, you know? So I think we should we'll have a I don't remember what it's called, but I don't think this is a bad game per se. I just don't think it's just not Xenoblade 2, if that makes sense. Xenoblade 2 is the perfect. I always bring this up. Xenoblade 2 is like the perfect game for me, and so now anything that's not it is immediately not it. You know, it's just how it be. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the series, even though I haven't always been super like, yeah guys, let's do it, you know. But I've been enjoying it. I want you guys to know that I have been enjoying it, even if it sometimes doesn't feel like I've been enjoying it. I feel that one of my weaknesses or my greatest strength is I just talk my mind constantly. And I am trying my best not to, you know, because like I feel like, I mean, for my YouTube videos I'll probably do it, but just in general, there's so many times where I'm like on Twitter or something, or like watching a YouTube video and someone's just like saying something and I'm just kind of like, who the fuck asked, you know? Like, and I'm like, well, to be fair to that person, who the fuck asked my opinion on anything, you know? So I'm gonna try my best to not just spout my opinion all the time. I'm gonna probably still do it with my friends, probably still do it, but I'm gonna try and be like better. It's also, you're always allowed to have an opinion, but I feel like so many people take their opinion as facts and just like scream about it. So it's like, you're allowed to think and believe and be a certain way, but just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean everybody else has to agree with you, you know what I mean? I feel like I am in the minority when I say that Xenoblade 2 is better than Xenoblade 1, in my opinion. Like, that's my opinion, right? That's what I think. I think there's a lot more people who feel differently to me, and that is okay. It's okay that I don't like this game as much as Xenoblade 2, you know? Because guess what? They're both there. Me liking one game isn't going to make another one disappear. They're always going to be there, you know? I feel like I always... Like, there's always this point where you want something to be better, and you're allowed to be like, I want something to be better. But to what extent are you does your opinion matter more than how other people feel as well? As a Pokemon fan, I have dealt with mediocrity for most of my time playing Pokemon, and I've enjoyed Pokemon for what it was and what it is, but definitely, like, there were some, like, Gen 4 remakes. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl was my most anticipated thing. And for me, they're probably the worst remakes ever made of any game ever. You know what I mean? Like, they were just, oh, that sucked. It was so bad. And for me, like, that was my childhood. That was what I was waiting for. So I was furious. But after a while, when I saw some people being like, I'm super excited for this game, I was like, you know what? At least I can be happy for them. You know what I mean? Like, I can express that I want the games to be better and I want them to be different, but like, there's no point in me going to someone's comment section and someone being like, yo, I'm super excited for this game, and being like, actually, you're wrong, you know? And explaining like why supporting them, you know, you're the problem. It's like, no. We all got our own opinions. I'm sorry that it just went on a tangent.
It's difficult to believe that two such huge things ever fought each other.
It's difficult to believe that someone made such a fucking awesome idea as Xenoblade and thought about it. Like,
horrible.
I wish I will have a good idea as good as Xenoblade.
We commit terrible atrocities and call them acts of self-preservation. Fear gives rise to more fear.
Fear gives rise to more fear. Exactly, that's what I've been saying. And a never-ending circle of hatred. Exactly.
Fear.
Fear.
It must be what's driving this. What's made Egil act this way?
Is he afraid that, like... What is he afraid of, though? Is he afraid that people gonna kill him or stuff? Left leg cooling unit or something. I can't remember. I didn't see the last bit. But, you know, any negative thing I say about these games is like, it's so outweighed by the positives. Like, just thinking about the whole world in this game and like the story. Like I say, the story is objectively good. It's just good. You can't go wrong with this story, you know?
We're inside the Mechonis.
Just how I imagined it. It's all totally mechanical. It ain't gonna be easy getting up this thing.
Egil is at the top.
Egil is at the top. Yeah, and I don't want to make fun of everything, but I like Ryan going like, it ain't gonna be easy getting up there, and then it's like, there's literally gonna be a route for us to get up there, because that's how the game is designed. But I guess maybe he's talking about the Mechon and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know, it's funny to me. It's like if Sonic went, there's no way up there, and then like immediately started playing Green Hill Zone, you know, like it's like this whole area is literally just a road for you to get up there, Sonic.
We've definitely gotten stronger.
Sonic is a game series I wish I could have gotten into. I feel like I would have. I loved it as a kid, and I feel like I would have loved it growing up. But it's just something I never got into, unfortunately. I played Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Riders. Sonic Riders is the best Sonic game, full stop. I'm trying to think of... Chow Garden was one of my favorite things. My friend had Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Adventure. He had one of them with the Chow Garden in it. I know Sonic Adventure 2 has the Chow Garden, but I don't remember if that's the... If there's another one with the Chow Garden in it. You know? I love the Chow Garden. I literally bought Sonic Adventure 2 on Steam just to play the Chow Garden, because people have made like some crazy cool mods for the game where you can have like cool modded Chow Garden stuff. It's great. Fiora! Thank you, Fiora. I do like Buster now that I can actually use it without being like, oh, I should have enchanted. I do like not having too many problems in combat anymore. I do think that it takes out a little bit of the fun and challenge, obviously, us just clearing through all this stuff. But at the same time, not fearing for my life in every fight has been pretty fun. I feel like it would have been similar to this if we actually played through all of like the game normally. And when I say all of the game, I mean like played through all the side missions, grinded, you know, made crystals and stuff. I feel like we would have had an easier time if I actually built my characters, but I'm sorry, I have no desire. I'm sorry. This game has been a lot of fun though. I feel like, looking back at this is going to be a series maybe I'll rewatch. I've been rewatching my Digimon Cyber Sleuth series, but I feel so bad. I'm going to be watching this and just be shitting on the game. I feel like it's like 90% of the episodes are me just complaining. Damn, Shulk, look at those feet.
There's no power going to it.
Boring. What do we do?
Well, if we could find the main power supply...
I was gonna say turn it on.
Okay, people, let's get looking.
Yeah. If we can connect the power to the switch, we should be able to use the lift.
The switch! They said it! I can't wait to get all these episodes out. Feels very satisfying after a long... I know... Even I feel a little bit of a nerd saying it. But it's like... It feel like even when you do something, like I feel like everyone feels this. Even when you do laundry or something, like something that's simple, you sometimes go, you know what? Like, good work today, you know? And that's kind of how I feel today, right now. It's like I recorded 4 episodes of I almost called it Cyber Sleuth, of Xenoblade, and now I'm gonna do maybe tomorrow like 3 episodes of Survive, you know, of the Digimons. And so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna try and maybe keep this up weekly. We're gonna see how that stays, you know. Probably gonna fall off and be like, don't want to get out of bed anymore. I will die here, you know. I'm okay. Before anyone asks, I'm okay. Sometimes I just feel like sleeping in until 5 in the afternoon, and then realizing at like 12 I'm not allowed to do that. You know. I'm not even like in a position to really be complaining that I gotta do stuff, because I don't really. I just gotta do like the bare necessities. I am just like very fortunate at this point, but even I am like feeling it where I'm like, man, I wish I could literally do nothing like when I was a small child. So soon I will be working a full-time job and I'll be like, man, remember the time where I could just play a video game for fun? Oh, hey, Fiora's dead. That's neat. Boop. I'm gonna encourage you again. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Fiora, are you okay? Tell me where you hurt. I'm here too, you know. Love that. That's such a good little conversation thing. I love that. I love the little conversation stuff. I love when they add stuff in games. One game that's like, I like how I said that. I like when they add stuff like little conversation things in games, is what I mean, like talking to people or people having conversations, because one of my favorite, or one of the best game series, I guess. It's not really, they're not really game series because a lot of different games do this, but from the same franchise, I suppose. My favorite franchise that does that is Dragon Ball. They always do so good at, like, in their fighting games, like, giving you, like, fun, interesting conversations with people. Like, I used to play Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for the Wii back in the day. And one of my favorite things was just like picking two random characters and seeing if they had like an interesting opening line. And I remember I was so young, like back then. I had only really I had watched all of Dragon Ball and some of Dragon Ball Z, I think. I don't think I had watched all of Dragon Ball Z, or if I did, I was watching when it aired on TV, so I would like catch aired on TV, not aired, but when it was on TV, and so I would be like catching few episodes. And when I was a kid, I didn't know Bardock was Goku's dad, so I learned that from the Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi games, where I was like, Bardock kind of looks like Goku. Because like you'd think like, well, Bardock looks exactly like Goku. Of course he's his dad. But like you had Turles, who wasn't Goku's dad, so I just assumed there's a bunch of characters that looked like Goku. And so I did a fight with Bardock, because Bardock, I was like, Bardock looks like cooler Goku, basically, because he's just Goku with like a scar and a bandana. Like, of course, little kid me is gonna love that shit. And you get into a fight with Bardock and Goku, and Bardock's like, Kakarot, you've grown up so much, like, and then I was like, oh my, like, he like talks to Goku, he's like, oh, my son, and then Goku's like, I don't know who you are. And then I was just like, bro, this is his dad? Shee! I fucking lost it. I was so hyped. Bruh. I don't know if anybody else, I watched all of GT so long ago, I don't remember anything from GT anymore. It has been a long time, but I remember really liking it when I was a kid, even though it's like some of it was a little but I watched all of GT. I loved Baby, but I cried at the end of Dragon Ball GT, man. When Goku and Shinron, I cried. I don't know if anybody are Dragon Ball fans, but I cried at that shit, man, when I was a kid. I remember just going upstairs and my sister saw me crying, and she's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, ain't gonna be no more Dragon Ball. My sister had a history with Dragon Ball, actually. Or a history with me and my sister in Dragon Ball. My sister tried to get me in trouble because I was watching the first episode of... I did not mean to do that. But hey, that worked out, I guess. I didn't know that I was going to do that. I was watching the first ever episode of Dragon Ball, and if you guys have never watched the first episode of Dragon Ball, it was a different time, but you got to see young child Goku's penis. Yeah, I know, probably not acceptable now, but I remember watching it, and like as a kid, you always think like weird shit is funny, so I just thought like Goku peeing in a river was funny, because that's funny. He's just a kid with penis out. I thought it was funny when I was a little kid. And my sister came down, she's like, what are you watching? And I was like, look, and I just pointed, and it's just like Goku with his little willy out, peeing in a river. And she's like she didn't say anything. But the next day, my mom's driving me to school, and she goes, so your sister told me you were watching inappropriate stuff. And I'm like, no. Okay. Like, my parents were really great, but it's also weird because they'd bring up stuff like normal parents I feel like would have gotten like on your shit, like, I know you're lying, but my parents always just believed us, you know what I mean? And when I was a kid, I didn't think that was inappropriate, so I just like, I was like, no, I don't know what she's talking about. And so like I was just like, yeah, that's normal show stuff, you know? Little did I know that that's actually very inappropriate, looking at a little penis, you know? So I was like, it was just funny. So my mom's like, oh, you didn't watch anything inappropriate, I believe him. And to be fair, as a child, I was pretty, like, obedient to whatever my family said, in a sense. Like, there was very few times that I would do stuff that, like, my parents strictly told me not to. I remember I didn't watch American Dad for the longest time ever because my mom told me that is like a really bad show. Like, my family growing up was kind of like that, like, generic Christian household, but then as I grew older, they kind of stopped giving a shit. So it was really weird when I grew up and I was like, wait, I can watch this now? And they're like, yeah, I don't care. And I was like, oh, and I was just like, okay, so like, this is just, I'm not gonna get in trouble? No, just watch whatever you want now, kind of thing. But I remember, like, my friends put on American Dad one time at like a birthday party or something, or like we were staying over at a friend's house or something like that. And I was just like, no, I can't watch this. And like, I just like went to the back of the room and like played on my DS or something. I'm like, I can't watch the Devil's show. And then fucking fast forward like 6 years later or something like that, I'm like, oh, American Dad's on Netflix, maybe I'll watch it. And I just started dying the first episode. It was so good. I remember my mom came down the stairs when I first watched it, and I was like, because I was just laughing. I was just dying. I was hooting, hollering, laughing, and I loved it so much. I thought it was so funny. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, laughing so loud. And I'm like, this was the show that you wouldn't let me watch? It's hilarious. Oh, damn. Gotta stop talking about that and get on this. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the lovely little stories of my childhood. Oh, she doesn't have the frickin' daze attack? Oh, what? We gotta get that on her. I thought she had the daze, like, slam attack that dazes Mechons. Oh, okay. I need that on her. Ooh, we're getting fucked up right now. What's going on? Please heal Fiora whenever you... Oh, wait, actually... Boop. Uh.
Okay.
Oh, why isn't Charla fucking in this? God damn it. Okay. We'll do that, I guess. Charla's doing something. Charla, what are you doing? Charla, what are you doing? Charla, 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 Charla. Shield, 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 shield. Okay, let's go. Oh. I am really feeling. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to take that off of Shulk. There's another one? I could barely handle this one. Oh, okay, she's healing her at, like, not full health. Okay, we're doing fine, we're doing fine. What the fuck? Okay. I hope when I scream what the fuck at midnight, people aren't concerned. Please get up. And Charla, and... Can I still warn Charla? Oh, she fell it. Cool. That's not great. Yeah, chain attack time. Definitely. I hope Charla's in it. I don't know where Charla is.
I'm on it.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this, I guess. I have no idea where Charla is. She seems very far away. Stop pushing me off the edge. Okay. Okay, heal. I'm gonna do this. Honestly, comboing chain attacks. Yeah, where are you at? She's like so far down. That's not okay.
Heal barrier. Not done yet. I really like our vibe.
I really like our vibe. Vibe check pass, baby. Ooh, a vision. I don't like visions. Shulk's vision is 2020. Get it? Because that was a shitty year. Shield. Okay. And heal you.
No way.
Ooh. Okay.
Heal barrier.
And boop.
And we have to
Alright, there's Charla.
thought we were done for.
Yeah. Something I'll need in the future. Where are we at actually in the episode? Okay, it's been a minute. That might be a little too far. I'll keep walking until I get to like the next bit. She also learned some new moves. I think I'm gonna take this. So she learned Shutdown, Inflict Sleep. I really want this Mag Storm. Just because I feel like that will be so good. I do like the idea of teaching her a skill that would make her put people to sleep and then giving her the AoE attack that would cause her to wake that thing up. Okay. We're gonna keep walking until we run into like something that looks like a fight that we can't dodge, and then we'll end it off. I'm gonna go chill out. Okay, well, see you guys next time. Yeah, see you guys next time. This is where we'll end off. We did a lot. I almost hit title screen. We did a lot today. I mean, I did a lot today. You guys are gonna do a lot in 4, maybe like 8, 7 days. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me for so long. Hopefully you enjoy, and I'm sorry that I don't get these out as fast as I probably should. But I appreciate you guys hanging on. Bye!